Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with a Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Continuing our Eden runs. Did not have a good run last time. Well, you know what, actually, we had a really good run, but ruined it. Now this, however, is one heck of a start. A very nice passive and great active, really. I can probably... I don't really care about that. Probably tear into a lot of things just off of what we have alone, so that is wonderful. And pop that and get what we can out of it. And maybe not that useful to do when we can't hit multiple enemies. But oh dear, get away, get away. There we go. Don't need to go there ever again. Alright, so you know, we can expect this to be a win. Unless still need health coming. So there's that. Oh, careful. Let's not take full of shits. We have no reason to get hit needlessly. I'm gonna go pop in here though. Yep, definitely worth it. Should be able to pick up a red heart. Nah. Let's not worry about it. We're fine, we're fine. Alright. Be cautious here. No reason to worry. And we'll re-roll rocks and I don't know, see if anything useful comes out of it. Yeah, not bad. It's something. We basically got match... Whoops, wrong way. Basically got matchstick out of our item room. I mean, not the sort of thing you really want out of the item room, but it's... Oh, come on. It's something. There we go. Well, tore into him. Oh, and our fire rate is actually really good. No money, but that's okay. Boom. I could have done better, actually. But really, nothing to worry about at this point in time. We can certainly tear through... Okay, come on. This is Dingle. I've been playing this game for long enough that I should not be getting hit by Dingle. Especially not his shots. Ooh, nice. Tier's still looking awesome. Of course, I'm actually recording this much later than I usually prefer to, and I usually try to have all this up and ready well ahead of time, but I've been kind of distracted for the past, really, week or so. I've been working on some programming, pretty much entirely contributing to Quill 18's Project Porcupine. Actually been quite fun. You know, I've programmed for a long time, but typically in a kind of amateur standalone kind of fashion. I mean, it's still technically amateur, but no. You know what? Why not? Just fight the boss now. Nothing to fear, I don't think. That could have been better. It definitely not really cutting it with Tammy's head. And actually, it kind of feels almost like, unless I can really catch him, I dodged like straight into that. That was terrible. Nonetheless, we get some HP. Do we want to take it now? Yeah. Okay, very nice. Goat head for sure. Rotten baby, a little scary. So I'm going to take a little bit of time, maybe try to get some spirit hearts. And get a little more protection for the future as we head towards harder floors. Hopefully not lose them foolishly. And I shouldn't really feel the need to have to use Tammy's head, because we have a fire rate that really makes it... Ooh, that's... You know, no, we'll hold another matchstick at least for the rest of this floor. Now, here's a place. Yeah, nice. We're going to use Tammy's head quite effectively. Yeah, but I typically do, you know, my programming by myself, and programming with I don't know if team is quite the right word, a group of people. Not quite organized enough to be called a team. It's a vastly different experience. Definitely a good experience. You know, some things you gotta get used to. Like not just being able to change whatever and whenever you please. You know, you've actually got to have some kind of an idea and change things kind of as a whole. You know, I can't just put in some half-working system and be like, ah, well, you know, I'll finish that later. At least before you put it in the project, you gotta go ahead and get it to at least a baseline functionality level. But it is certainly quite enjoyable. Sometimes, you know, there's the pain of trying to convince other people that your way is best. You know, it's not always the case that your way is best, but, you know, one does tend to prefer their own ideas. Obviously, this is going against the whole survivability thing, but I think we have heart. It's okay. Not enough money to really waste time with the shop. Obviously, that's still open. Yeah, we're definitely going to need spirit hearts, though, because we have goat head, and we want to be able to power it. Now we have the flies to kind of protect. Ooh, golden bombs. Very useful. Oh, excellent. And no... Is there any reason not to take that? Yes, there is. As much as I like flight and would love to have it right now, I don't want to risk losing out on the extra health from it. So, we'll wait to take it until we at least get a soul heart. Now it's feasible to buy something from the shop, so that's lovely. And, ooh, again, this could be a super secret room. Nope. Alright. Yeah, you can... That's a point where our damage really shows. That was... Should have gotten on the other side of it in case it was a bomb. To be more capable of responding to it, or, well, by responding I mean get out of there. Okay. Well, we can... Yeah, we can get that once we get flight. As long as I don't forget it, I'll be fine. Ooh, that was close. As long as I don't forget it, we are golden. And as is, just really exploring, looking for what we can to get a little better off. Hate these guys, hate them with a passion. And I'm just dropping bombs like anywhere. Why not, right? We've got infinite of them. Good number of keys. And yeah. Things. Oh, goodness. I should not have shot that away. Put it there for a reason. Okay, so the question is, do we go ahead and fight the boss? Yeah, no, you know what? No. I think I'm more likely to get hit fighting the boss than I am to get hit trying to explore... trying to explore the floor. Another item we can't get. Or, well, consumable anyways. Nope, not the way I'm going. We can come back and get it after we get flight, but I don't think that's really worth it. There we go. And here's both our rooms we're interested in. This will help a little bit. What is it with all of these freaking troll bombs from rooms? Alright, we can get whatever we want. Oh. And boy, is this tempting. We're guaranteed to get... You know what? I really think with the... Okay, let's take this first. I'm going to use it now. Okay, HP doesn't help me survive in the long run. I really think with our guaranteed chance of getting devil deals, it's probably not worth it to take Chaos. I mean, Chaos is great fun. Don't get me wrong. And also, we're going to have to go fight the boss now. But the issue... Wait, no, why do I care? No, I only need... Ooh, nice. I only need Spirit Hearts to protect it if I'm to take the what is it, Fate, I think? Ah, there we go. And we've got flight as is. Awesome. That's useful. Oh boy. Okay, so... oh man. I kind of wish I hadn't taken that HP now, because I could take this and one of these. And that would... no. Brimstone and Judas' Shadow? I think that's the way to go. Alright. So, we get our flight. We grab this bomb just for funsies. A lovely card, 2 of spades. And we'll go ahead and pop it. Where is... oh, it's over here in the item room. Right, of course. Or not the item room, the secret room. Grab that. Obviously don't need it for flight, but it is HP. And let's get daring. Or rather, let's get dangerous. Yeah, so this is going great. Kind of sad that I can't also get the mark, but I don't really need it, honestly. We got Tamia's Head, we've got Brim. How much more do I really need? Yeah, you know, enemies to try it out on. But aside from that, we'll get a little bit of money here. It's worth the money it took to get in? Nope, not yet. But it could be. Ooh, careful. Somehow missed somebody. More HP, awesome. We have the bombs to go ahead and do this. I would not turn down a magic mush. That's probably not worth it, right? That could have been done better. Yeah, so now our beam does bend, or shrink, rather, at the end. Which is, you know, one of the Afterbirth tweaks. Kind of interesting. Nice. Another shop. Black candle, I like. I think it's all I need from there. Anyway, so been doing the programming. For anybody that doesn't happen to be familiar, and I don't know why I should assume that anybody would be necessarily, Quill 18, a much bigger YouTuber than myself. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Okay, so this should counteract... yeah, doesn't bend quite so sharply. I could have done that better. I don't care about the money. I've seen the item room. You know what? Let's keep trucking. Anyways, Quill 18, much larger YouTuber, streamer, all that. He has been doing a kind of sort of tutorial series in which he is making a base building game, you know, along the styles of RimWorld, Dwarf Fortress, that general sort of game. Just basically set in space. You know, building a space base, all that fun stuff. And the intent has, I think pretty much from the beginning, been to make it an open source project. So it's, you know, kind of a learning project for people. And kind of just, you know, I think it was that he wanted to make a, you know, game. Have a big open source game. And it's, you know, it's now been open sourced. It's up on GitHub. And a huge number of people have started joining, you know, started contributing. It, obviously myself being one of them. And I think it was, well, I think it's been out for maybe not even 2 weeks, and it's already up to a good 100 and some contributors. I don't know how, I cannot remember how many actual commits to the thing. It's crazy the rate that people are working on it at. You know, let's go ahead and drop all these down before we pop the pills, just on the off chance that somehow makes it better. Yes, it did, actually. Alright. Let's get our card back before I forget. Okay. Anyways, for me, I've always considered myself at least a reasonably competent programmer. More than anything, though, I've not really been a team player. You know, I just been the program what I want when I want sort, which, you know, works fine. But for something as potentially large as, you know, a full game, not just some little casual mess around sort of thing, it really does help to have something of a team. You know, the scope of it is probably too large to do well for any one person. Hello, Loki. Goodbye, Loki. That was like the worst marked rock ever. I will take this in the hopes that it eventually becomes useful, and keep as is for now. We've not yet seen the item room. But for me, it's been actually a very wonderful experience working with all these different people. You know, there's occasional bits of, I suppose you could say, what's the word? Oh, come on. Well, at least we know what it is now. You know, occasional bits of friction, everybody has their own ideas where things should go, and there's still a need to get things properly organized. But again, that's the sort of thing that comes as more people get more and more used to everything. Ooh, dry baby. So I'm hopeful for it, and hope that in the end we can make something fun. I know, maybe once it gets to a more complete state, maybe we can give it a bit of a try on the channel. And, you know, I could always just try putting cheat codes in it if I'm too bad at it. I sometimes think that's actually why I gotta start Which one are you? You know, I'll take it. I don't care. Yeah, you don't pierce. That's a shame. Was this a good idea? I don't know. Also, don't care. I like having lasers. I will take a laser any chance I can get. But yeah, I sometimes think that's actually why I started programming. Just the idea of being able to make my own cheat codes. Actually, that is one of the things, indirectly, that did get me into programming, to be honest. I realized at some point that certain games have, you know, their text, such as cheat codes, readable in the binary file. Ooh, this... Where are we? I think depths 2? I don't know. I don't care about you. Yeah, we can get a little bit. Maybe get an extra item. Oh. Oh yeah, immune explosions. Awesome. Well, now I'm much more interested in sleeping in this. Also, no idea what's going to happen here. Does the bomb explode while we... Okay, good. Okay, kind of curious about that. Anyways, where was I? Fairly early on, I realized that games text was in the files. And so started just going to the level of... Ooh, crazy fast. Just opening up programs, just raw text files. No decompiling, nothing like that. Just searching through there, and then from there, I think the next... Well, no, there was a time period of playing on an old VIC-20. Doing a little bit of programming there, but yeah, that was more just playing around. Got into HTML because at the time, you know, I was a little kid. I didn't realize that HTML is just purely a text markup language. So I popped open. I thought it was a program just like any other thing, you know? Kind of silly in retrospect, but... So, you know, I opened one of those up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can read all of it. They messed up. They left the code where I can read it. I can hack this. You know, I was so proud of myself. Thinking I'd done something like crazy awesome cool. You know, and from there started tweaking and playing, and at some point in time I realized, no, that's terrible. I should not have taken Tech 2. At the very least, I shouldn't rely on it as my primary source of damage. The problem is I can't fire Tech 2 and Brimstone at the same time. They don't... You know, if I push the button down to charge, or to fire Tech 2, or, yeah, start firing Tech 2 again, then I stop firing, right, yeah, I stop firing Brimstone. So, not the greatest. A little more health is lovely. Got a... You know, let's blow up a few of these guys. I wouldn't mind getting myself a teleport card. None of this is teleport cards. You know what? No. I would rather fight Boss Rush than give up a chance at an extra Joker. Or an extra Devil Deal. Dual Clubs. Sure, why not? Mom's box. Can we get anything? Nope. Alright. Have we seen everything? Yes, we have. And let's just grab that. After all that talk, I managed to leave behind... Oh, for crying out loud. I managed to leave behind the Joker. Yeah, that doesn't do us any good. Blank card would have been great with Joker. Scatter bombs. I love scatter bombs, but I think chocolate milk works with Brimstone. I really hope so. I mean, if it does, it'll be great. Oh, that was terrible. Alright, well, we're going to attack. Why did you die from running into me? That makes no sense to me. Wait for it. Got him. Yeah, just gotta try to catch them both in the beams. Yeah, I figured that would be a little bit harder. Yeah, just do kind of a little run around. That's pretty nice. Where's your... You know what? I'll just shoot. Whoop. Hello. Yeah, we're going to take some hits occasionally. It happens. There we go. That's not good. Alright, where are we going? Yeah, pop up on me. There we go. That's what I want to do. Just wiggle around. Make certain... Yeah, just kind of do a little circle thing going on, I think. Well, you know, neither of these enemies work too well with that. Thank you, Dry Baby. You know what? Let's just do this. Ha ha! Proud of myself for that one. Less so for letting him dodge out the way. Yeah, suck on it. There we go. I expect this to be over in relatively short order. There we go. One guy got away. Deck of cards. Give me a teleport. Give me my Joker back. That works. Oh, that's beautiful. Who would have thought it? Alright. Wasn't in here, right? Yeah, nah. Alright, yeah, the programming, you know. Like I said, I did kind of sort of start with programming on an old VIC-20, but just messed around, you know, silly ideas, little kid kind of trying to make my own, I guess you would call it like an AI operating system. Keep in mind, this is for VIC-20, a system which, the current quote-unquote operating system is typing in any commands you want to perform. That's not worth it. So the idea of an AI operating system is a little ridiculous. But, yeah, I think I really... Oh, good lord. really got my start from programming just looking at programs in a text editor, being amazed that I could, you know, dig out the cheat codes, and in some cases just straight up replace the text in the file to make the cheat code my own. No real point to that other than typically vanity, you know, make the God cheat mode my own name or something of the sort. Whoop, careful. There we go. Blast there, run. Oh, I never actually hit this one. Oh boy. You guys don't shoot anymore, do you? Okay. Yeah, and, you know, from there on to actually programming HTML. Not programming's a little, at the time, as far as I was concerned, it was programming. It was close enough for me. Yeah, that's a little scary. And, it's kind of atrocious, actually. Doing the HTML thing, you know, from there you get into JavaScript and eventually CSS. And, oh, good lord. I am dying quick. I don't know if I can actually afford to use or to get anything from the devil deal, especially not an extra one. Give me health. That's not health at all. Alright, let's do this. But yeah, from there, just different programming, just, you know, mostly like little things. Did some Perl. Tried to do C++, and at the time I could not get it. It was beyond me. It's taking me going back years later to actually get something of a hang on C++. I still actually hate it. I find it you know, sure, if you're programming system stuff or need to code for like the absolute maximum amount of speed. Where am I going? There aren't any more hearts here. And he only gave me a fly at the jerk. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, anyways. Yeah, C++, yeah, not a fan. Perl, wonderful. Eventually picked up JavaScript, and actually, mostly, from Quill's tutorials, picked up C# by way of Unity. Which is a nice little language, very Java-esque. But I think it's more performant than Java, but it's not really matter. It's been enjoying it, and recently, like I said, with the Project Porcupine, gotten into with working on a team, you know, operating through GitHub and all that stuff. Very enjoyable. Ooh. So we do. Take this with us. Take this to the devil deal, which still scares me taking. If we can use it, we do just that. Ooh. There we go. We can defeat It Lives in short order. Pop in here. I don't think it's worthwhile. Alright, so sadly I can't make use of the prayer throw. But this time I'm actually going to grab this. Yeah, but you know, working with teams, learning GitHub, you know, for better team organization and versioning and all that has been great. But it also means I've been spending a little more time, perhaps, than I should be on an open source project, when I do have other things to do, such as trying to record here. But, you know, whatever. I've enjoyed it. I've said that so many times. I've actually rather enjoyed it that much. Oopsies. You know what, we'll use this now. You know what, also, I don't really care about fighting this. Well, that's not worth it at all. That was like the worst Joker card ever. Whoop. Right, I used it and then teleported out. That was silly. You know, perhaps I can stop saying that I've enjoyed the process and actually talk about it. I don't know. You know, for anybody who hasn't programmed, it's... You know, it's... I don't know, it's really hard to explain, really. You know, especially if you're not the greatest with words. I don't care about you, really. Grab a golden key for no reason. You grab that for me? Yes. And, yeah, but, I've taken to just, you know, finding myself little projects. You know, just little aspects of the game I want to work on, either mechanical systems, you know, like the underlying thing, or just implementing a fun little piece of furniture or whatever. Currently, that's terrible. That's also terrible. What do I have by way of syringes? There's one there. And one... No, is that... No, it's the same one. Alright, not taking that unless I get... Ooh. I don't know if this actually has an effect. I cannot remember for the life of me. If there's nothing else, I get poisoned. Or I get... Not poisoned, but I get poisoned, rather. So that's real good. That's pretty good as well. What was I saying? Something about Project Porcupine. I'm sure I'll remember it eventually. And one of the big things, you know, the whole working with the team thing. And actually, you know, being able to go to someone and be like, hey, I'm working on this problem and I can't quite figure it out. And them actually knowing what I'm talking about. And being qualified to actually assist me. Whoops, that hurt. Still gotta be careful. We only have like 5 hit points or so. So if I'm sloppy, I can still get hit, I can still die. Ooh, and that actually... The Tech 2 actually poisons. That's really nice. There we go, and blast you. Things like those we can take care of. Anything nice? No, of course, bombs. More freaking bombs. Oh, come on. I got a little poison in there. Open up. There we go. Yeah, being able to actually get assistance from people who actually know what's going on is great. And having some outside source of direction, you know, it's equally fun to be directing myself, be able to do exactly what I want to, but that kind of, the collaborative effort, it's, I don't know, it's, I almost want to say it's emergent. Yeah, it kind of is, you know. Each programmer has their own way of doing things. Not necessarily one better than the other. And, you know, different things they're good at, or different just things they'll think of. Let's definitely grab that. But together, you know, I might do something the way I... That's always interesting when that happens. You know, I'll implement something for a particular reason and implement it in just the way that I work. And, someone else will go on, build off of that, and I'll build off that in turn, and come up with something that none of us together would have came up with. But anyways, this has been an excellent Isaac run. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to leave a like. But until next time, catch you later.